Yo, what is going on, guys? Before we hop into the video, I wanted to shout you guys out. You guys are insane. I've gotten so much support on the channel recently with new subscribers, likes, all that good stuff. Silver Tempest has been so much fun so far, and you guys just keep hyping me up to make more videos and content for you. So I want to say thank you guys so much, and let's get into the video. So today we're going to be playing with the big bad of Silver Tempest, and that is Lugia VSTAR. It took me a little bit to get the cards, I'm not going to lie. I did end up pulling this gold Lugia, which is absolutely cracked. He looks so insane. And I also pulled the Alt-Art Lugia, he looks so cool. But anyways, Lugia VSTAR is so strong. 280 hit points with the Tempest Dive attack. Tempest Dive does 220, and you discard a stadium in play. And it does that for 4 energy. So it seems a little lackluster at first, but I'm sure you guys know why it's still so powerful. Then you have the Summoning Star VSTAR power, which says you can put 2 colorless Pokemon that don't have a rule box from your discard pile directly onto your bench. So Lugia VSTAR strategy revolves around dumping these Archeops into the discard pile. These are the new Archeops with a Primal Turbo. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for 2 special energy and attach them to one of your Pokemon. So this allows you to, so you put these in the discard pile, Lugia brings 2 right onto the bench, and then you start accelerating a whole bunch of energy into play directly from your deck onto Lugia. So it is really powerful. And then of course we're playing with the Dunsparce with the Mysterious Net, so we're not lightning weak, which is so cool. This deck can also afford to play tons of alternate attackers, which is ridiculous. Although Tempest Dive is probably one of your better bets because it does do a decent amount of damage when combined with Powerful Energy. Powerful Energy means the colorless Pokemon it's attached to does an extra 20 damage and they stack. So if you have 4 Powerful Energy on your Lugia, that's an extra 80 damage, meaning you can swing for 300 damage on the second turn of the game, which is nuts. You also have a bunch of other crazy good attackers like Stoutland with the Double Dip Fangs. It does 40 damage. If it knocks out a basic Pokemon, you take an additional prize card. So if you slap maybe 2 powerful on this thing, you're 40, 60, 80, you're knocking out Comfeys. And then you're taking 2 prize cards off of Comfey with the Stoutland, which is so good. Then we're also playing the amazing rare Yveltal because we're playing an Aurora Energy build. So the Aurora Energy, plus we've got the other random energies that we utilize in this deck. The amazing rare Yveltal just straight knocks out a Pokemon. There's no damage, it just knocks it out, which is so cool for helping you get through stuff like Duraludon, which you typically can't get through because Duraludon blocks special energy. Well, this isn't an attack, and it just goes boop, and Duraludon goes by. So it's really cool. And then I'm also playing the Radiant Charizard because you can also quite handily power up a Radiant Charizard in 1 or 2 turns with all the energy acceleration you can do. In addition to an amazing rare Raikou. This card is also super good into the multi-prize or the single prizers in the format, and it also does really well into Lugia, the Mirror, and Palkia, because with a Choice Belt, you're doing 150, which 1-hit KOs all of your opponent's Pokemon. So Amazing Shot is really good. We've got more Auroras, and like I said, the Auroras can be utilized for whatever we might want to utilize in that specific matchup, which is great. The deck just has so many options. It kind of feels similar like a Giratina list because Giratina doesn't just attack with Giratina. It attacks with Cramorants and Sableye and all that other good stuff. And this deck has great alternate attackers as well, which makes it feel so strong. And then of course we've got the 1 Crobat and the 1 Lumineon. Now, in this deck, we're playing max consistency to get these Archeops in our hand and in the discard pile. So we're playing 4 Evolution Incenses, 4 Quick Balls to discard them, as well as 4 Ultra Balls. Now, I am playing 1 Lost Vacuum because this deck does kind of get bodied by Path. Additionally, if they get a Duraludon out with a Big Parasol prevents the effects of attacks, like Amazing Rare Yveltal's attack. So we can't attack it with Lugia, we can't attack it with Yveltal, i.e. we just lose. So Lost Vacuum is a great addition in this deck. Then 1 switch card for just some pivoting. Let's say if we start with something like Stoutland that we don't want to. Now I am playing 2 Collapsed Stadium. Collapsed Stadium is a great way to remove our own Crobats from play. And then we can utilize the secondary effect of Lugia, which is you may discard a Stadium in play, which then opens up that bench space again for something else, which is so cool. Then we're playing 2 Boss's Orders, 2 Marnie for Disruption. I am testing this out. Now, it's not great. I'm not gonna lie. It's not amazing. But I think it's really fun. I've actually been in a few situations where I've had a Lumineon or a Quick Ball in my hand to get Lumineon, and no way to get my my Archeops in the discard pile, and the Professor Burnet has actually come in clutch to get those in the bin for me so I can get them on board. So I think it's kind of a fun inclusion. It's my little spicy tech for the deck. So I'm giving this a try. It's definitely pretty cool though. And then of course we've got 3 Research and 3 Serena. Serena's great because it gives us an additional gust effect, plus a great way to like nitpick and discard the cards we don't want from our hand to fill our hand up with cards we do want. And then of course everyone's favorite Choice Belt, because you know, doing the additional damage is too good to ignore. Then we've got a whole different variety. It's a buffet of special energy in this deck, man. We have all the alternate attackers, all that good stuff, so we're playing double turbos. One of them, V-Guard, is really nice because that buffs Lugia up to 310, which is really, really solid. Then we've got the 4 Auroras, 1 Capture, just in case we have in our opening hand. It's great for a little added consistency. The 1 Heat Fire and the 1 Speed Lightning count essentially as an additional Aurora, so we don't have to put 3 Auroras on our Yveltal, then we don't have enough energy to attack with a Raikou. So we put 2 Auroras, 1 Heat Fire, and a double turbo. Then we still have 2 Auroras and a Speed Lightning to go for our Raikou, which is really cool if we need that option. That's the thing. Typically, we're going to be using typically one of those attackers in the matchup. So really nice. And then the 4 powerful to round out the list, as we saw earlier. That's the list. Lugia is so powerful. I'm so excited to showcase it on the channel. Let's hop into some games. Alright, let's get into it with Lugia, man. This deck is so crazy. It's so fun. It has so many great attackers. I love this deck. It really feels really solid in the meta right now. Yo, this hand is actually really insane. We got to lead with the broken Lugia. Look at that. Load card. Alright, let's see what we're playing against as well. We got a really solid opening hand. Let's see, Lost Vacuums, double. It looks like we're playing against the mirror match. Indeed it is. And we're going first, so that's pretty solid. We have an Ultra Ball to discard 1 Archeops, so pretty solid for sure. We get a no. Yo, chill. And our opponent, ooh, V-Guard energy is going to be so crazy here. We have a boss in hand as well. We're going to go here. We're going to definitely slap down a V-Guard energy because that might really help this Lugia survive. I want to Ultra Ball and get these 2 in the discard pile, but I'm probably going to get Marnied if I put a Lugia V-Star into my hand, right? Right? Never punished? Nah, never punished. Give me this Lugia. I can slap down another one as well because Lugia is definitely going to be helpful in this matchup. Then I can, because I'm trying to think of bench space. Bench space is very important in this deck. I think we're just going to slap down a second Lugia and pass. I'm feeling pretty confident in this next turn. I've got the V-Star in hand, plus a boss if he chooses to run away. And I've got 2 Archeops in the discard pile. Insane, dude. Let's see. All right, so our opponent also has the double Archeops in his hand. Does he have an Ultra Ball too? Is he a man of good taste like me? Let's see. He does! Let's go! He also has a cracked opening hand. Oh my gosh. So our opponent is also probably going to read the wind here, which is pretty solid. He gets a second Lugia down as well. Yes. I see you're also a man of excellent taste. Lugia on the ladder, baby. It's so fun. I'm not gonna lie though, I love these full arts compared to the regular. All the arts of Lugia look. This one looks like an alt art, and it's a regular art, which is crazy. I do really like the full art. I think the outline looks cool. It's really dynamic. The background it contrasts really well. So I really like the full arts. They're probably my favorite. The alt arts look pretty crazy though. He uses the fish. Oh no, the Marnie. Here it comes. Oh, sad. Yep. All right, so punished, but that's okay. We get the Archeops in the discard pile. We still have 4 incenses, 3 Ultra Balls, as well as 2 Lugias in the deck we can draw into. He has a Collapsed himself. I mean, no sweat off my back. I'm pretty set up already. So we just draw into the V-Star. I told you, bro, every time. Now, he could be playing Raikou himself, so I'm considering benching the Dunsparce, but I'm not sure. Okay, so he's gonna read the wind. I get 2 prize cards here, bro. I get 2 prize cards. And we get a research. Yeah, that Marnie did nothing. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's over for this dude, bro. It's over. We're gonna Summoning Star. We're gonna get back 2 Archeops. Oh, we're so in there. Bop, bop. And then we get to use Primal Turbo to accelerate our powerful colorless out of the deck and onto this bad boy. I actually don't need my powerful colorless, do I? I need... So I could technically, on this Lugia, I guess the powerful is fine. Because he can't one-shot me right now with the V-Guard energy, right? Because that take 30 less damage, so even if he has all 4 powerful colorless, he'd have to have a Choice Belt as well to one-shot me. We'll attach both powerful there, and then I am going to need 1 more energy. I'd love to start accelerating onto this Lugia. Do I Crobat? I don't want to put that extra 2 prizes into play. I don't know. I kind of want to bench the Dunsparce. It scares me. I don't know if the Raikou's going to come down at any point in time. Because Raikou could... Well, he can't snipe the Archeops. Although if he goes boss... How badly do I want this Crobat in play is the real question. Just a free 2 prizes? I don't think I really want it. I'm really tempted to just research here. Try and find an energy. I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave my bench space open for potentially something else. We do find an energy. We don't draw into the ones I want, though. Well, looks like we're just going to be accelerating, because I want to save these energies for some of my alternate attackers, like my Raikou and whatnot. So, yeah, we're just going to accelerate Primal Turbo from the deck. I don't think he's going to KO me this turn, so I'm just going to go with a Capture. I think Capture is fine. Goes 220, 40, 60. If I need to, I can accelerate more energy onto it. I think that's okay. I could also accelerate 1 more powerful since I don't think he's going to knock me out, but I might potentially want those. Yeah, let's just go Capture. I think Capture is safe to put on here right now. And then we'll hold the hand. We got a pretty solid hand for next turn, and then we're going to Tempest Dive and take 2 prize cards, man. Let's go. Do I want to discard the Stadium? I don't think I do. I think I'm okay with the Stadium being in play. Because right now, that means if he's going to Summoning Star, his bench spaces will then be locked. I guess he gets a 3rd bench space, so I guess it would have been fine to bump it. Because I was like, he wants to bench probably another Lugia or something. So Choice Belt, powerful, here he comes. He has everything. He's going to get the return 1-hit KO, it looks like, on our Lugia. Oh, we're just smacking each other around, dude. It's a Lugia fight night over here. Let's see if we can maintain a lead, though. Interestingly enough, I would still need a Choice Belt on Raikou. Ooh, the Radiant Charizard comes down. He also has this Lumineon in play, which is a free 2 prize cards for us that we could potentially chase down, because this thing is weak to lightning. So... he can also start swinging with this Radiant Zard as well, which is nuts. Radiant Zard can 1-hit KO me. Or he'll commit all his powerful energies here. Powerful V-Guard. He needs 1 more powerful on the active. Right? So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 193, 10. So he does need 1 more powerful, and then he's getting the 1-hit KO there. Alright, so he does have the KO on my Lugia. Look at this. We're just smacking each other around. I think I'm going to promote the Archeops because it has a 1 retreat cost, and I can handily just attach one of the energies that I don't desire to it, and then retreat it. So I think that's solid. And he takes 2 prize cards himself. We're trading blow for blow right now. I think the only downside is if I whiff a knockout or whiff a KO, then I'll be in some serious trouble. But other than that, should be pretty solid. So I think I just go in with an amazing Yveltal this turn. I think that's kind of the play. And then I'm just looking for a boss's orders for next turn, or Serena. Because I've got how many boss? 2 boss, 3 Serena. I have so many outs to KOing that Lumineon that it's nuts. And he also chose not to discard the Collapsed Stadium. So, yeah, we're going to grab this. And I think that's going to be our path to victory this game. I think that's fine, because the Heat Fire is interesting, though, because I might want that for my own Radiant Charizard in the late game. But let's go with the Yveltal, because I don't have to worry about anything. You know what? I don't think my other double turbo's in the deck. I don't know if I checked, honestly. Oops. Is my double turbo in there? Because I'm going to need him. Double turbo's in there, so I got double turbo. Okay, we're chilling, Everything's fine. Everything is fine. I got scared for a second, okay? I didn't check. I could grab this, but like I said, I think I'm just going to fail the quick ball. I could thin out a Lugia. Let's thin out a Lugia since I know I'm not going to need that. And I'm also fairly certain that I'm not going to need my double dip Fangs. So we can go bench this bad boy. I think I'll attach Speed Lightning to the active. Right? I think that's fine, yeah. So we'll go here. I'm just making sure I'm sequencing this properly. Then we can go Primal Turbo, go double Aurora. Onto you. Bop, bop. And then we go Primal Turbo again. We go Aurora and then double Turbo. Making sure I'm getting the attack cost right. Bop, bop. Then I can attach active. I don't like getting rid of the Speed Lightning, but I think so I guess I could go, yeah. I'm trying to think. I think the Heat Fire is fine, because the Speed Lightning I could potentially use as a draw card in later turns. So we'll Quick Ball as well, thin it out a little more. I could grab the Stoutland since I'm not going to necessarily need that this turn, and I can pitch that to the bottom with a Marnie, which is what I'm going to be doing this turn. So Stoutland, we'll grab that. I could hold the hand since I've got the boss's orders as well with the Lumineon. I definitely think that's good. I think I'm just going to hold the hand, right? Yeah. We'll attach here. Manually retreat. Let's hold the hand. I know it puts me closer to boss's orders if I'm Marnie or something like that, but I've got so many outs in the deck, I think I'm going to hold the hand. And then we're going to go for the amazing destruction and just go through. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go on. Get out my face, Lugia. That's so insane. And this thing is so threatening, he can't really gust out anything else. Because if he gust out something else, I mean, I just come back in with my amazing rare Yveltal and win the game. So it's like he has to knock this thing out. It's really threatening. This deck just has threats upon threats upon threats. It's so crazy. We even went through the Lugia's V-Guard energy there. Let's go. This deck is crazy fun. Then he'll probably swing back into me. And then I will, because could Lugia, just straight Lugia, take the KO? 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, and then I just attach. Interesting. It might be able to. I'm not certain. So he'll go down to an awkward prize count here. There's another Lugia. V-Guard energy? He plays two V-Guard energies. That's the fun about this deck is there's so many special energies. You can play whatever you want, honestly, and get away with it. You really can. Like, it's nuts, because special energy is just so good with all of its additional effects, so on and so forth. He does have to accelerate energy. Yeah, so he's setting up double capture. And he goes for a Serena. Wait, he's chasing down my Lugia. That's game. That is game, because I use Lumineon for the boss's orders to win the game. That's what I was talking about here. There's so many threats. Even though my Lugia is kind of, in all honesty, it's sitting on the bench as a bait. Because, I mean, he didn't knock out my Lugia, and so now I kind of just win. We go Lumineon. Do we grab the new supporter? Hell yeah, we do. Let's grab the Serena. And then we just win the game. Let's make sure we click the right one. Switch their V with their active, and he scoops. That's right, Lugia. We're the better Lugia. Gosh, this deck is absolutely cracked, man. So fun. I gotta be honest, I like the Aurora build. I know there are some other fun builds out there, but this one is probably my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. Our hand is interesting. We don't have a lot going on here, unfortunately. But we'll see. We're going second, so we always can read the wind, which is a great option that we have in this deck. We'll have to see what our opponent is playing. Alright, Ultra Ball. Let's see what it is. Energy switches. Interesting. All right, looks like it's going to be a Arceus variant. Maybe Arceus Peak, Arceus, maybe they could be playing Dura. Who knows what they're playing? So I am a little concerned because he can just, ooh, that's a crazy top deck. Yo, chill, Archeops. And we can grab ourselves another Lugia for sure. Checking what we have in the deck, we've got the Yveltal, we've got pretty much everything we need. We have got the Lumineon, the Crobat, and then we should just check in on our special energy. We have all of our powerfuls, it looks like. Okay, pretty solid for sure. So we're definitely going to be grabbing a backup Lugia here. Now, I think the question is, what energy do I want to attach? I don't want to commit the powerful, especially if this thing's going to get knocked out. At the same time, if I Aurora, I'll have to get rid of something in my hand. I guess the most disposable card right now is Boss's Orders. But I also like the Auroras for potentially mid-late game attackers because this B-Barrel can be sniped by the likes of someone like Raikou and Yveltal, like I said, and I don't want to commit double turbo because if this thing survives, then I'm not doing enough damage to knock out an Arceus. So it's tough, man. It's real tough. I think we're gonna have to go with the powerful energy, and then we're gonna have to go with a Read the Wind, and we'll discard the boss and draw 3 cards. Yeah, that's okay. Well, we're in there, bro. I'm in there. That's actually really crazy. So I can put out the Stadium, Crobat, attach an energy. We're not in a terrible position right now. If this Lugia doesn't get knocked out, we are going to be in a really good spot. Now, keep in mind, our opponent can Starbirth this turn. They can also Trinity Charge if they don't find their Starbirth and power up their backup attacker. Flying Peak is existent right now, so that is something to note. Flying Pikachu is around. That can hit us for weakness, so Dunsparce is definitely a potential option. Normally when I see B-Barrels and Arceus, I assume Flying Pikachu. I could be entirely wrong though, of course, so we'll see. Our opponent does have the B-Barrel, so they get to fill their hand, and Dark, so maybe Crobat's in here too. Who knows? Arceus can just play, that's the thing. Arceus, whatever. You can play whatever you want with Arceus. It's kind of similar to Lugia. We're playing whatever the heck we want with our Lugia, because we can. So fun. Arceus has kind of fallen out of favor a little bit, but I still think it's a really solid deck. What is that? He's playing Memory Capsule Jolteons. Interesting. Okay, so he would need, what, Choice Belt Goonping here to get the KO? He's going in with a research to see what else he can find. Okay. Maybe he doesn't play Goon. Maybe his Choice Belts are all prized. This is all way too positive thinking. That's not happening, Michael. We can still technically one-hit KO this Arceus this following turn. So, he does need to set up something else on his bench. So, it all depends on what he prioritizes. If he prioritizes KOing our Lugia and doesn't bench anything, and we return KO him, we kind of just win the game from there. But who knows what he got off the research as well. So, he has fresh 7 cards there. He's playing Grimmsnarl VMAX? Sir, what? I'm sorry, what? Let's go? That's amazing. This is what I'm talking about. You can play Arceus with anything. That's amazing. Pretty beefy, weak to grass. Okay. Quick Ball off the top's actually pretty good, especially since we have the Collapsed. Okay, so we can go Collapsed here. So we can use our abilities this turn. I don't need the Dunsparce now, I don't think, which is pretty solid. I can thin out a Lugia, I think is fine. Yeah, I think we just have to go in this turn. We Quick Ball this away, and then I'm going to be grabbing... What do I want to grab off this? Do I grab something like a Crobat? Or I could grab Lumineon. Lumineon gets me that supporter. Could potentially grab something like Marnie to put these energies to the bottom. That's probably our best bet, because I don't like these energies all in my hand. Although I could attach an Aurora, discard the Capture, and then Crobat for 5. That doesn't... That's definitely an option. Then I think I'm going to Crobat. I think that's probably going to be one of my better bets. But then, how many Auroras do I have in the deck? 2 Auroras plus a Heat Fire. So I can still technically do it. But I will be cutting it a bit more close on something like the Amazing Rare Yveltal. I could play it safe, or I could... Let's do this. Let's Crobat here. I like this kind of play. We'll go here... Discard. I guess we could, yeah, let's discard the Capture. I don't think we're going to need the Capture. And then we can Crobat as well. So we'll Crobat, fill our hand up, see what we can find. We do find a Marnie, which is nice, and the Ultra Ball. So more energy I have to discard. Bro, it's killing me here. I didn't check my double turbos. If I have another double turbo, what's better? I think that V-Guard energy is a better discard technically. Since I don't know, because I'm currently at 220, 240, 60, 80, so I get the return KO here. I think it's actually better to go here and here. And then we'll grab our Lugia VSTAR. And then let's just double check. We still have the other double turbo on the deck, but better safe than sorry, right? Since we don't know. And then we'll use the Summoning Star. All right, let's go. Let's get these Archeops on the bench, man. We are going for room right now. And then we can use the Primal Turbo. Now, I'm going to use Primal Turbo before I Marnie, because if I draw into my powerful colorless with the Marnie, I can't really accelerate them directly onto my Lugia. So we're going to Primal Turbo. I know I am committing 2 powerful colorless to something that is going to die this next turn, but we're getting the first KO, which will put us slightly ahead. So I could also use the second Primal Turbo to start accelerating energies onto my second Lugia. I don't think that's the end of the world, because we can get rid of a powerful and maybe a double turbo. I think that's also pretty fine, so we don't draw into those. Although, let's just maybe go with 1 energy right now. Might want to, because we need the other double turbo. We'll just commit 1 right now. I think committing 1 is pretty safe. And then we can Marnie, put these energies back into our deck for our Yveltal. Alright, not too shabby. We get the Evolution Incense. Evolution Incense will get us our other Lugia. So our other Lugia VSTAR is not in threat. It's not threatened with the knockout this next turn. So yeah, we're gonna just go in with the Tempest Dive and take the knockout. Yeah, I think we're set for success here. Tempest Dive! Get out my face! I could have attached the Choice Belt. Do I want to discard the Stadium? That would open up a bench slot for myself. I've got another Collapsed Stadium in hand. I think it's kind of okay to discard the Stadium, because that opens up a bench slot for maybe something like Lumineon as well. Yeah, let's discard the Stadium. Let's get the Stadium out of there since we've got a second one. And it's not really affecting him too much, so I'm not too concerned about that. And we're getting 2 prize cards here. Ooh, yes! We get a Quick Ball off the top. That's insane. So we can easily just handily Quick Ball away Archeops. So he's going into that big bad Grimmsnarl there. It does what? How much damage? 170 plus 50 more for each energy you discard. Okie dokie. So, and it can discard up to 3, right? Oh, up to 2. Okay, so it does max 270. I mean, pretty good numbers if you ask me. Another Path to the Peak. Don't Marnie me. Please don't Marnie me. Yes, we're in there. Okay. I am slightly concerned about the situation I'm in, though. Do I just promote the Lugia? Because, this is tough. Because I don't have enough powerfuls to get the KO. I don't have my V-Guard energy either. We could always promote the Archeops, but then it gets a bit scary. I guess promoting Lugia is fine. Because we can always swing with the Lugia this turn to soften it up. What do we get off the top? Double Turbo. That's actually pretty solid. So we can Quick Ball this away. That's kind of the energy we needed, I think. And we can grab the Yveltal. So now we can attach Double Turbo to the Yveltal. Accelerate. No, we still need actually 1 more energy on the active. Never mind. I'm actually not in a great position right now. Yeah, we're going to have to grab the Yveltal, I think. We could always grab the Fish and try and get a draw supporter this turn. I'm going to try this. Let's grab the Fish. We can always attach the Belt as well. So that's 220, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Wait, 220, 250, 270. We're a little short right now. Bit tough. Yeah. We'll put out the Collapsed. And then we'll go for a Marnie here. Tough situation, honestly. We could also go, We could always Serena as well. Let's grab the Serena. I kind of want to keep these resources in my hand. Let's discard Boss and Belt and see what we can find. Not what I'm looking for. You know what? Okay, we have a new game plan, okay? We're gonna Primal Turbo, and I'm going to accelerate the double turbo onto just the double turbo, right? I can go just the double turbo onto here. And we're gonna soften this thing up. I can attach Heat Fire as well. And then I think I'm gonna take, all right, so I'm doing, because my game plan now is to go Lugia VSTAR into Amazing Rare Kyogre for game. I think I attach Heat Fire because that's 220. Yeah, Heat Fire is the one. So this is my new game plan. It sounds kind of crazy, but we're gonna do this. I'm gonna Tempest Dive for 250. Do I want to discard the Stadium in play? I think it's fine because that once again opens up bench slots for me. But at the same time, I don't necessarily. Do I want to discard it? I think that's fine. Like at the same time, he's not doing anything with it, so no, let's leave it in play. Because we can also Radiant Charizard as well, although I believe Radiant Charizard is prize. Sorry, I'm trying to think through my thought process of how I win this game now. So, he's going to one-hit KO me. My game plan is to go into the Archeops, right? And then we are going to Primal Turbo. We're going to use the Ultra Ball, get rid of Lost Vacuum, and potentially whatever we top deck. And then we are going to attach the double turbo to the active Archeops, retreat into the Amazing Rare Kyogre, sorry, Yveltal, no, I said all the wrong words there. Michael, what are you doing? I'm trying to pay attention to the game and talk at the same time. I have no idea what I'm doing. And then go Amazing Raikou for KO, and take 5 prizes. I think we've got game. This deck has so many crazy plays. I'm not tripping, right? This is what we're doing. I have to also pray I don't top deck my Auroras. I think we've got this in the bag. 120, right? Yeah, 120. We top deck the Raikou, making our life so much easier. That's game. This deck is crazy, dude. Primal Turbo, 2 Auroras, right onto the Raikou. Look at these options, man. That's wild. We Primal Turbo our last Speed Lightning directly onto this bad boy. I attach Double Turbo. We retreat, and we take a 4-prize turn for game. What the heck? This deck is nuts, dude. This is crazy. I can't even believe it, honestly. Whew. We really had some, honestly, insane games. I'm really glad I was able to showcase the power of this deck with all of these alternate attackers from Yveltal to Raikou and using the Lugias, man. This deck is so, so good. And our opponent even showcased the Radiant Charizard for us. So, really, really cool. Lots of fun options in this deck for sure. The only one we didn't get to highlight was the Stoutland, but I'm sure you guys can see the true strength of that deck if you play it and run into that matchup. And even Lightning isn't bad for you because you've got alternate attackers in addition to a Dunsparce. So the deck just feels like it has it all. And of course, this list isn't even set in stone. If you want to play with different counts of special energy, like maybe playing an additional V-Guard for your second Lugia or a second Capture Energy for additional consistency in the early turns, you can definitely do that as well. But this is the list that I'm currently rocking with. It is a ton of fun to play. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. I still got way too many Silver Tempest decks to cover here on the channel in the future. We'll see y'all around. Peace.